आहा आहा प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है। प्रभु जी प्रभु जी प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है।
My name is Mrs. Esther John Ramdeen. I was born in Samwan, which is a village just halfway from the airport and halfway into the capital of Trinidad and Tobago. I went to Hindu school from very early, and at that time, culture was deeply inculcated into the students of the Hindu schools. And Phagwah, of course, the beginning of spring, was one of the liveliest festivals we have had. Hindu schools tend to encourage music and culture and religion, and all this put together. I was recognized by my teachers as being a good singer, and in so doing, I was made part of the school choir, and every Friday we would have a culture show in our schools, and I would be one of the regular students on the stage singing on those shows every Friday. Celebrating Phagwah in Trinidad. Growing in a Hindu home, we were brought up under very strict disciplines. But Phagwah presented a festive time for us, and we got a chance to be in the savannas. We call it savannas, but it would be the parks. And in the school, we had many days to practice the chautal and all of that. And that for us as children, it was a great opportunity to get out. That was a celebration for us children at that time. In Hinduism, Phagwah is very important. It's well recognized in the world. Phagwah should be encouraged because it presents to the world so much more than just Phagwah. You know, the entire atmosphere of Phagwah is one that is so celebrative, and it's very significant when it takes place. And the stories of Phagwah are very interesting stories and very educational stories if you apply it to everyday life. And Phagwah is I think it presents more of a cherishable opportunity here than back in the islands. It asks discipline. It asks knowledge. It asks music. It asks respect. And people are all colored in every which way you can think. And I think that's one of the days that you see the community of East Indians come together in a harmonious way. And I think that's beautiful. Music is and will always be a form of healing. And that kind of healing goes beyond words. I have spoken to people who were very sick. And when I would do those evenings of satsang at my home, this music is what helped them through their most difficult times to the point of healing. Leadership roles in women, we are called Shakti. And we as women, we must recognize our worth. And we don't have to go far. We find it in ourselves, as I have found it in myself. All the women of the world have it in them. Even though there's times that life can become very disillusioning, but always remember that we are the life force of life itself. I was very passionate to become a mother. And I have an undying love up to this day, not only for my children, but every child that respects me. I have an undying love for them and want the best for them. I sang when I was pregnant. As a matter of fact, my daughter Ria, I won a competition, nationwide ladies singing competition in Trinidad when I was 5 months pregnant with Ria. And as I look at my children growing up, I recognize music in them. Really early, I recognized music in them. And instead of buying toys, I stopped buying toys and I started to buy music little by little for them. And that's where they all began. And I saw their ability, and it only encouraged me to get them even more to facilitate their musical life. So us women in Phagwah, in Diwali, in everything, we are on the forefront. And if we take pride in ourselves as being created as the female species, our world is going to get to be in even better hands. How would I like to be remembered? That I meant something to my world, that I served my world, that I affected lives of many, and that I would have left a legacy in place that would affect the lives of not only my children and grandchildren and my nannies, but many, many more. And my name doesn't necessarily have to be called, but the beautiful memories that I would have created and left in many minds and many hearts. That's how I would like to be remembered. I want my world to recognize that we are all born with a special purpose that will add to our world and to make it a livable place. And one of those things will be respect, self-respect, and demand respect from the outside. And in so doing, it will give us the strength, and it will encourage the Shakti, the force of the Shakti, to function in us as women. Chale ja rahi hai mohabbat ki mari kinare 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 चले जा रही हैं